I have a couple clips lined up for us of Fox News liberal Jessica Tarlov on The Five and what she has to say pertaining to this election, Donald Trump, and of course about her co-host's usual attempts at spreading right-wing propaganda. So let's line these up and knock them out with the context.
This Michigan thing, and obviously we desperately need to win Michigan, but on the ground, I don't see this. On Tuesday, J.D. Vance had a rally there, and there were guys wearing auto workers for Trump shirts that weren't actually auto workers, so just paid to wear the T-shirt there. When there was the auto workers strike, Joe Biden on the picket line, Donald Trump had a rally that he said was in support of the unions, but was at a non-union plant because the union workers didn't want him there with him.
And again, I'm just going to say it. Every accusation is a confession from MAGA. They go on these tirades saying that, well, support for Kamala is manufactured. They've gone as far to say she's AI manipulating her crowd. She's paying to buzz people in, all of which has been widely disproven. Yet MAGA and Trump do things like paying people to wear shirts to pretend they have this union support. Right-wingers don't bat an eye at this. Trump poses at a non-union auto plant because unionized ones denied having him there, but says he's doing it in support of unions. Right-wingers don't bat an eye. Meanwhile, by the way, Joe Biden was walking the picket line as the first president in history to do so. And we've steadily seen Trump's crowd sizes dwindle down to having numerous empty seats at every appearance he makes. MAGA is living in their romanticized version of how the 2016 campaign was, because it was when the bigots all realized, like, hey, we can do bigotry in public. So like he had some crazy rally sizes, but now it's led to them lying to themselves about how far away that he is now from that.
When you're talking about, you know, some of these third-term abortions, it's about
that's not the reality. That's what you want to tell people the reality is.
Well, no,
the reality
that is a reality
when the
in
of
some
abortions
states.
are
but
in
the bottom line is Donald Trump is protecting women in terms of law and order.
Women,
are you kidding me?
Law and order.
As the criminals run through this country and they're bailed out because people like Kamala Harris made a decision that we should bail everybody out.
You just said that, okay, women are overwhelmingly Democrat. There are more women voters, right? You guys you can vote for abortion.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to do exactly that in November. I don't know what Gutfield's talking about here, but it's also absolutely not the reality that people are just getting third trimester abortions willy-nilly, right? For any reason outside of necessity of the mother's life. The idea is silly on its face, right? Women are carrying a baby for 32, 33, 34 weeks and then going, I don't want to be a mom. I don't really want to do this, despite the physical toll already taken on their body, despite the fact that they'd still be having the effects of birth in that abortion. I mean, the baby has to leave somehow. It's, again, silly on its face. 99, it's also statistically untrue, right? Let me get into the statistics here. 99.6% of abortions happen prior to 20 weeks. 99.8% happen prior to 22 weeks. After 24 weeks, it's less than 0.1%, and they all happen in case of the mother's life. And even in that instance, they're statistically not happening after 31 weeks. This is manufactured rage from right-wingers that isn't at all based in reality, which isn't surprising for MAGA at this point. I mean, their nominee is saying the American Revolution was won in 1776 by controlling the airport. So reality has a liberal bias, right? Like, who needs reality? And again, to the other point about crime last spiked in 2020 when who was president? Oh yeah, Donald Trump was president, and it's been dropping ever since. So why would we trust the guy who oversaw a massive crime spike, then sent a mob to the Capitol to do more crimes? 900 people were arrested on felonies. Why would we trust that guy to protect us from crime?
I find it difficult to sit for all of these discussions about how the Democrats are blowing it with men and this is irredeemable and, you know, we're terrible and we belittle, et cetera, when the gender gap on the other side with women is bigger than the gap with men. So Donald Trump is losing to Kamala Harris with women 15 to 20 points, which is bigger than the margins of any Republicans have before. And I don't hear the Republican, tour about women. I just hear him even on with Andrew Schultz, doubling down on, it was good to get rid of Roe. That's no problem. I mean, Andrew Schultz set him up perfectly with a hilarious joke about how Barron is such a stud and bet you're feeling bad about getting rid of Roe v. Wade. Mm-hmm. And Trump can't even nail it because it's so ludicrous that he's a, quote, protector of women. That's the outreach to these women who are saying the Republican Party has abandoned us.
Facts, big boy facts here. And it is these gaps that will decide the election. And while Harris has been gaining ground with men, specifically white men, as well as white women, a demographic that Democrats typically don't do that well with. Trump has been losing it massively with women. The demographic divide is far larger for Trump among women than it is for Harris among men, by like a pretty significant amount as well, as Trump has raped a woman, was found liable for it, has 23 other allegations, including one from a minor. I mean, I'm just saying. He overturned Roe v. Wade, which has led to horrendously negative outcomes for women. He said you can grab them by the you-know-what, and you don't even have to ask. That is a damning admission right there. Women aren't going to forget this. There's no return after you get outed for saying something like that. I mean, this is a guy who cheated on his first wife with his second wife and then cheated on his second wife with a porn star. Like, why are we even pretending that this is a debate? He is an immoral, misogynistic man who directly led to negative outcomes for women. And come November, women are going to vote in swarms against that. And these are the kinds of margin, again, in the end, no, I'm just kidding. But in the end, it will determine the outcome of the election on these margins. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button. Haven't you already? Leaving us a like or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.